Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss a topic of your subject, financial management, which is a very important subject for this semester, and the subject code is BCom 2306. It is very important subject, and the topic is going to be a very basic topic of your syllabus, so please pay attention. Let's start with the chapter. Okay. So here the subject is financial management and the code is BCom 2306. This is the chapter for your Unit 1 and the chapter name is Sources of Finance. I'm your faculty Ritu Singh who will be teaching you this subject on this semester. So what do we understand by sources of finance? Sources of finance are those important resources for the organization which allows it to run its business. Finance is very important when you're thinking or when you're planning to run a business or start a business because money and finances run and convert and operate everything. Okay, so here when we talk about sources of finance, then what are the sources of finance through which you generate money for the business and infuse into the business for proper functioning? So here we can see that what are the sources of finance in a business. They can be equity, debt, debentures, retained, sorry again, there is a, the sources of finance for business are equity, debt, debentures, retained earnings, terms loan, working capital loans, letter of credit, euro issue, venture funding, etc. These sources of funds are used in different situations. They are classified based on time period, ownership, and control, and their source of generation. So, finances are classified on different bases: the time period of their working, the ownership, control of finances, and what are the sources of their generation. And it is important and imperative to evaluate each source of capital before opting for it. Sources of capital are the most explorable area, especially for the entrepreneurs who are about to start a new business. It is perhaps the toughest part of all the efforts. These are various capital sources which we can classify on basis of different parameters. So here we can see a table which talks about the sources of finance. Here we can see that the sources of finance are divided into three parts according to the time period, or we can say the tenure of their repayment, according to the ownership, and according to the generation of sources. So here we can see that according to the time period, the sources of finance are divided into three parts: long term, medium term, and short term. In long term, sources of finance are those which have life cycle of more than 5 years. Medium term are those sources of finance which have life cycle of 1 to 5 years, and short term sources of finance are those which have life cycle of less than 1 year. So when we discuss about it, we can see that long term contains equity shares, preference shares, debentures, venture capital, and the help given by financial institutions. Medium term includes debentures, lease financing, term loan, public deposit. These are the medium term sources of finance. That is, their life cycle, their time period is from 1 to 5 years. Now, the sources of finance which have less than 1 year of life cycle, they are trade credit, factoring, bank loan, cash credit, commercial paper, hire purchase, retained earnings, provision for depreciation, provision for taxation, and proposed dividend. So this was all about your sources of finance through according to time period. Now the next is according to the sources of generation. The source of money or the source of finances can come from two parts or from two ways. First is internal sources and the second is external sources. So when we make sure or when we make way for a sources from internal sources, that is from within the company, that includes the activities of equity share, preference share, retained earnings, provision for depreciation, provision for taxation, and provision for dividend. External sources for finance include debentures, financial institutions, trade credit, factoring, bank loans, cash credit, commercial paper, and hire purchase. All these points, all these words are explained further in this lecture. And the third method to generate finances or the third source of finance is according to the ownership of that finance. That means who holds the ownership of the finances provided. They are divided into two parts: owned capital, that is the capital owned by the company, and the borrowed capital, that is the finances borrowed by the company from different institutions. Example for owned capital is equity preference and preference share, and for borrowed capital it is debentures and the loan taken from financial institutions. So here we know that there are different sources of finance through which an organization or a firm can generate money and run its operations. Finance is significant for business because it cannot carry out its operation even for a single day without money. It is important to search sources from where funds can be collected, and if it is made and if it is proposed that sources of finance or the money comes from different sources, then it becomes good for the organization. That means it can depend on various sources for money. So they are never, so they can make sure that they never dry out of finances. Funds are required for acquiring machinery, land, and building. So for that time period, for the sources of finance will be 5 to 10 years. Funds required for more than 1 year but less than 5 years, they are called medium term sources, and the funds required to meet day to day expenses are called short term sources. So from the above table of 3.1, we can see that we have divided the funds or sources into different types. First we studied was long-term sources. So a firm needs funds to purchase fixed assets such as land, plant, machinery, and these assets should be purchased from the funds that have a longer maturity period. So long-term sources are generally called fixed capital sources. Medium term sources are required for likes of heavy advertisement campaigns, which will last for the benefit of one accounting period. In other words, expenditure that results in deferred revenue should be financed through medium term sources. Next come the short term sources. To meet the day-to-day expenses of the organization, that is working capital needs of organization, short-term sources of finances are trusted. And then we talked about owned capital and the borrowed capital. Owned capital represents equity capital, retained earnings, and preference capital. Equity share has a perpetual life and are entitled to the residual income of firm, but equity shareholders have the right to control the affairs of business because they enjoy voting rights. In terms of borrowed capital, it is represented by debentures, term loans, borrowings from bank, public deposits, and they are generally contractual in nature. So with this borrowed capital, an expense of fixed rate of interest comes for the profit, which has to be repaid on the fixed date. Then we talked about the internal sources of finance. These are the sources of finance which are created internally without using any debt resources. So the example of internal sources are provision for depreciation or plowing back of profit. Sometimes it is also called retained earning. External sources. External sources of funds are those which are reused by creating some obligation to the firm. And these are called external sources. For example, hire purchase or lease financing. So, we can see that on the basis of time period, sources are classified as long term, medium term, and short term. On the basis of ownership and control, they are classified into owned and borrowed capital, and internal and external sources. All sources have different characteristics and have different types of requirements. So let's look forward to different types of sources of finance. So, till now we studied the different sources of finance on the different criterias. Now look. So, till now we looked over the basic generalization of sources of finance for the organization. Now let's look into depth what are these sources of finance and how they are generated and how they are dealt with. Let's move forward. So the first point here is the finances, sources of finances according to the time period. You can see the chart here. So when you see that sources of financing of a business are classified based on time period for which the money is required. So, in the above diagram, we saw that according to the time period, we divide money or we divide sources of finance on three bases: long term sources, medium term sources, and short term sources. Long term sources include share capital or equity shares, preference capital or preference shares, retained earnings or internal accruals, debentures and bonds, term loans from financial institution, government and commercial banks, venture funding or venture financing, asset securitization, and by international financing by way of euro issue ADRs, GDRs, and foreign currency loans. Medium term includes preference capital or preference shares, bonds and debentures, lease finance, hire purchase, and medium term loans from institutes, government, and commercial banks. Short term includes trade credit, factoring services, bill discounting, advances received from customers, working capital loans from commercial banks, fixed deposit which have tenure of less than 1 year, and receivable and payables. So, what are the long term sources of finance? They mean the capital requirement for a period of more than 5 years to 10, 15, or 20 years, or maybe even more, depending upon the factors of business. Capital expenditures in fixed assets like plant and machinery, land and building requires long-term sources of finance. The part of working capital which permanently stays with the business can also be called long-term sources of finance. So long-term sources of finance include share capital or equity shares, preference capital or preference shares, retained earnings, debenture and bonds, term loans, venture financing, asset securitization, and ADRs and GDRs. Then, when we talk about medium term sources of finance, it means the financing period of 3 to 5 years is generally used for two reasons. Because one is when long term capital is not available and we have to go for the operations. And second, when deferred revenue expenditures like advertisements are made, which has to be written off over a period of 3 to 5 years. So, medium term financing can be in form of these instruments. They can be preference capital or shares, bonds and debentures, medium term loans from financial institutions, from government, and from commercial banks, and lease finance and hire purchase finance. Example for financial institutions are can be SIDBI and IDBI. Government also provide loans. Government provides mudra loans to different business houses to run their business. And mudra loans have been a big boon, have been a blessing for the small businesses. And commercial banks like SBI and PNB also provide loans for business. Then what are the short-term sources of finance? Short-term sources of finance requires financing of a period for less than 1 year. They are needed in case that need arises to finance current assets of business like inventory of raw material and finished goods, and for debtors and minimum cash and bank balance, etc. Short-term financing is also named as working capital financing, and they are available in form of trade credits, short-term loans from commercial banks, fixed deposit of less than 1 year, advance received from customers, creditors and bills payable, and factoring services and by bills discounting. So all these were the methods of financing under the division of time period. Next is according to the ownership and the control of finances. So ownership and control of finances means that who owns those finances in the business. Are they owned by the businessman or his board of directors, or it is owned by the people or some external party? So let's say look into the next division of finances. Source of finances are classified on the basis of ownership and control over the business. There are two parameters which are important consideration while selecting a source of fund for the business. Whenever we bring in capital, There are two types of cost. One is interest and another is sharing ownership and control. Some entrepreneurs don't like to dilute their ownership rights, and some are able to take that risk. So, when when the businessman who does not want to dilute his ownership right, that means he does not want to share his ownership right with another shareholders, then it looks for borrowed capital, that is loans from financial institutions, commercial banks, or in case of public also by issue of debentures and bonds. But when businessman is not afraid of the dilution of ownership rights and one is able to take the risk, then he generates money from equity, preference shares, retained earnings, convertible debentures, and from venture fund financing. So when we talk about owned capital also refers to the equity. It is sourced from promoters of the company or from the general public by issuing new equity shares. Promoters start the business by bringing in the required money for a startup. And the sources of own capital are equity shares, preference shares, retained earnings, convertible debentures, or venture capital financing. Further, when business grows and internal accruals like profit of the company are not enough to satisfy finance requirements, then the promoters have choice of selecting ownership capital or non-ownership capital. The decision is up to the promoters, that is board of directors. It has certain advantages of equity capital. The first advantage is it is a long-term capital, which means it stays permanently with business. There is no burden of paying interest or installments like borrowed capital. So the risk of bankruptcy also reduces. Business in infant stage requires or prefers equity for this reason. The next method of financing is the borrowed capital. Borrowed capital is a finance arranged from outside sources. These sources of debt financing include financial institutions, commercial banks, or general public in case of debentures. In this type of capital, the borrower has a charge on the assets of business, which means the company will pay the borrower by selling the assets in case of liquidation. Another feature of the borrowed fund is the regular payment of fixed interest and repayment of capital. Certain advantages of borrowing are that there is no dilution of ownership and the owner have full control of his business. The cost of borrowed fund is low since it is deductible expense for taxation purpose, which end up saving on taxes for the company, and it gives business the benefit of leverage. So these are the benefits of borrowed capital. So this was all about the generation of capital or sources of finance via ownership and control. Next division is the source of generation, that is from where the money is generated. It is divided into two parts: internal sources, that is, the money or the finances are generated internally within the company, and external sources are those that means from external forces or from the business or the money from out of the business is generated. Internal sources include retained profits. Retained profits are that portion of profits which are not shared with the shareholders, and reduction and controlling of working capital, and sales of asset. External sources include equity, debt from banks, and all other sources of finance except mentioned in internal sources. Internal sources of finance is generated internally by the business, and the examples we have already studied: retained profit, reduction or controlling of working capital, and sale of assets. The internal sources of finance has the same characteristics of the owned capital. The best part of internal sourcing of capital is that business grows by itself and it does not depend on outside parties. But the disadvantage is that both equity and debt are not present in this form of financing, and neither ownership dilution or bankruptcy risk arises. And when we talk about external sources, external source of finance is the capital generated from outside the business, apart from internal sources of funds. Deciding the right source of fund is a crucial business decision taken by top level finance managers. And we have studied in the very first chapter or the very first lecture that finance managers has got quite functions to perform for the welfare of the company. The usage of wrong source increases the cost of funds, and which in turn will have a direct impact on the feasibility of the project under concern. Improper match of the type of capital with business requirements go against a smooth functioning of the business. And our sole goal and the most important goal is the smooth functioning of business. So here can we see an example also that, for example, if fixed assets which derive benefit after 2 years are financed through short-term finances will create cash flow mismatch after 1 year, and the manager will have to look for finances again and have to pay the fee for raising capital again. So this was all about the different sources of finance through which a business can be run. The notes for this chapter and this lecture was prepared with the help of these following references from the books of I. M. Pandey and the books of R. P. Rustagi and Khan and Jan. And these some websites, tutorial websites, are also used for preparing this lecture. You can also refer to these. So this was all about the chapter of sources of finance, which is a very important topic, and it is a very important topic in order to understand the financing procedure of the organization, because it is going to very crucial, and this is one of the most important function for the financial manager also. So there are 50 to 70% of chances that you might get one question from sources of finance. You might get a long answer also that describe different sources of finance. So if you will make this table, the table which we have shared here in the notes, classification of sources of finance, in the very starting of your answer, there are chances that you will get good marks. It shows that a student has good understanding of the topic. So this was all for this lecture, and if you have any further questions you can ask me in person. Also, my email ID and my contacts are provided on the college website. You can also ask me question and I will answer you as soon as possible. Okay, thank you so much, students.